Welcome back to Hill to Die On podcast. This is gregmelly. This might sound a little different. It's because welcome to the first ever Blackout episode. We had a couple of episodes that we've done months and months ago. They're old. We're going to talk about some old shit. And you know what, dude? You're still going to love it. We wanted to release these. We just lost the video of them, so we've waited on it. But enjoy the episode. Let us know what you think. And, C4 kind of need a sponsorship. So if you think you can do that for me, if you know a guy who knows a guy, let that guy and the other guy know that I need a sponsorship from C4. Peace. Yo, welcome back to the pod. Hill to Die On.
We're back on our hill.
It's been a while, but...
It could be a mountain. Or a hill. I don't know.
I say we restart this.
Okay. Hey, we're back.
Yo, welcome back to Hill to Die On, guys. It's Hill to Die On pod on Instagram if, you guys are interested in following arguably the greatest Instagram page of all time.
Probably the best.
Probably.
So far, there's probably amazing stuff on there.
I mean, dude, it's unbelievable the clips that have gone
probably
viral.
Billions of followers.
Yeah.
What's the highest number of followers that anyone has on Instagram?
Selena Gomez last time I checked.
Is that really?
It was.
How many does she
Jamie,
have?
can we fact check
Yeah,
that?
Jamie, if you could look that up.
We need it now.
I do know it was Selena Gomez, but that was like 2017.
You don't know what you're talking about.
What? I feel like...
I think she is too.
But you do that really fast.
Cristiano Ronaldo,
How many?
642 million.
That's a lot of people. I would be a problem if I had 642 million followers.
I completely agree with that.
You know what I mean?
Would be
I would just be an
huge
absolute problem. Yeah.
I think you do have to be an athlete. Like, I don't think there should be any comedians who have...
I think this is going to be interesting. I think there are maybe 5 comics in the world that should be doing theaters and stadiums.
Who, do you want to name names?
And I think
is
everyone else.
Those are two different things.
Yeah, theaters and stadiums are different. Thank you. Also with us, I'm Grace. This is Greg, and then we also have Will and Jaclyn. Hi, Will and Jaclyn.
Well done. What's up, guys? I think Will just popped a Modelo.
It does look like a Modelo. It's a cologne coffee.
It's a latte in a can.
Racist.
For those listening, Will is a
I
Hispanic
will say
man.
the color scheme is giving Modelo.
It looks like a Modelo. And the hand that's covering it looks like it would be holding a Modelo. No, I'm kidding. Just kidding. That's a hard-working hand.
Will found his beach.
That is a hard-working hand around that Modelo. Modelo is the most well-deserved beer ever. Like a Bud Light, no one really deserves it. You're just like, what'd you do today? You didn't go and hang out with your kids?
Well,
but
yeah.
Modelo, that dude worked 75 hours
I feel like a Bud
this
Light,
week.
no, but like a Bud Heavy is like you put in a shift in the mines.
Oh,
like
yeah.
you were in the factory.
Oh my God. You're still working in the coal mines.
100%.
And they're like, dude, you don't need to work there anymore. And you're like, my granddaddy did it. My granddaddy's granddaddy did it.
What's your beer of choice?
Oof. Probably a Heineken.
Okay, that's kind of gay, but
dude,
it's because it's European. That's why I think that.
Damn.
And sorry.
Wait, how is that?
It's not. I just wanted to make fun of you.
You were just gonna say that regardless.
Yeah, I probably was, but also I do feel like I wish you picked an American beer or a Mexican beer.
I mean, I like Corona. Is that Mexican?
That's Mexican, yeah.
Okay. What do you like?
Jameson.
Jameson.
Not to be a dude. Okay, offensive. It's because I'm wearing green today and I look really ethnic.
You do look like you're on the end of a rainbow.
Yeah, where all the gold is.
There you go. You put that one together.
Yeah.
Wait, what's your favorite beer?
I feel like I fluctuate. If I'm just like at a random bar, I used to drink Guinness all the time. When I lived in Ireland, I did drink Guinness all the time. But Guinness is the cheapest beer in Ireland.
Bro, you're in Ireland, dude. How expensive is any of it?
It was actually all really cheap. It was like €4.
We live in New York.
Now a beer is like $8.
Yeah.
What is my favorite beer? Probably. I usually get like a random IPA because I'm a douche, obviously.
Yeah. That she's also like an avid beer drinker.
That is true.
Like you're a big beer guy.
Yeah, although I'd taken a little time off.
Good for you. I'm proud of you.
I needed to.
Yeah.
And then I got back on the wagon. No, off the wagon?
Off the wagon.
On the wagon is when... The wagon is boring. The wagon's when you don't have any drinks.
You want to be on the wagon.
Off the wagon is free for all. You want to be on the wagon?
On the wagon means you're sober.
Well, I don't want to be. Don't tell me what to do.
Step 1, denial.
Yeah. I do like a Corona, though. That's probably... I also like a Kona. That's a
You're
fun
just
beer.
making things up now. A
No,
Kona
that's
Big Wave?
Yeah.
Popped off on that one.
That's a good beer.
back to my original point.
Sure, sorry. I'm so
I think
rude.
there are probably 5. I would just say like a handful of comics that should be doing stadiums.
List them and put me and Jaclyn on the list. How many
Right.
of them are women?
I think it's Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, Bill Burr, Kevin Hart, and like Louis.
5 of my favorite women. Yeah.
Yeah. And all of their wives are going to be there. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I think that's it. Like I just don't understand like this massive influx of like all these comics doing like stadiums. Or
I just
like,
don't think stadiums are like a good venue for comedy.
no.
Who else is doing stadium?
Dude, it's a lot more common, and like comics even doing like theaters where I'm like,
I think a lot of comics can do theaters.
some theaters are really big though.
Yeah, the stadium.
Theater's
Stadium's
such
different.
a like range of what a theater could look like. It's
Right.
like restaurant is like a big range of what that could look like. But stadium is pretty much like, you know what a stadium looks like. Yeah.
Jack says nobody cares,
I agree.
so
to
we're
be
gonna end the
honest.
episode here. And
That could be the
tag
tag for actually the entire series,
yeah.
the whole podcast. Nobody cares, starring Grace.
All right,
Silva and
so,
Greg
Grace,
Melly.
Grace, I haven't seen you in a while. Tell me how you've been. Let's
I've
see
been
if
good.
anybody cares about you, Grace.
I mean, what's like interesting?
Like talk. We want to hear more about your personal life.
I feel
But, like,
bad actually that I said that you were gay for drinking Heineken. I take it back. What I meant was European,
Wow, dude.
which is the same thing.
What about all our European viewers, dude?
I think if there's someone in Europe watching this,
You want to marry him?
no, well, maybe actually. I'm open to it.
Just talk about what the on the wagon stuff. I want to know.
No.
What
What,
it's like
what did
to-
you say, Will? Oh, beers that are the ick.
Yeah.
That's a good. I
How
don't
dare
know
you
if
say
there's any.
Heineken.
I mean, besides Heineken.
What about Twisted Tea?
Do you like his twisted tea?
No, that would piss me off.
Yeah, I don't like when people get.
Now
a
that's
twisted
a
tea.
gay beer.
That's okay. We shouldn't get into gay beers as a segment.
All right.
What beers are gay?
Twisted Tea. Am I wrong?
Twisted.
Name a gayer beer than Twisted Tea.
Twisted tea's not a beer.
What do you mean it's not a beer? Oh, good call. Mike's
more
Hard
like a
Lemonade.
malt.
Mike's Hard Lemonade wins.
See, those aren't beers.
A Twisted Tea is a beer.
Zima.
What's Zima?
You drink too much. A Zima?
Too young for Zima.
Bro, you're 2 years older than me, dog.
What does if you guys know what Zima is?
Get all the dads and moms out there
Drop a comment.
talking about
comment.
Zima.
Yeah, I stopped drinking because I wanted to take a break, and then I started again, and I got so hungover this weekend that I thought I was dying, and I thought the smell of the wildfires was the burnt toast smell you have when you have a
So
stroke.
you had like a real.
But that was
moment.
my fault. And that was after I took 3 weeks off of drinking. So, but I don't have a problem, even a little. So.
But like, do you not have a problem, or like, do you behind closed doors think you have a problem?
No, I actually don't think I have a problem. I just wanted to lose 5 pounds, so I was like, "Oh, I'll stop drinking for 3 weeks."
Did it work?
Yeah,
Wow, there we go.
Yeah.
Back on the wagon, baby. Off
yeah.
the wagon.
Then I was like, "Okay,
that.
I'm done. Did it."
Good for you, dude. That's huge.
Now I get my treat.
So what'd you do this weekend? Anything fun?
This
Worth-
weekend,
worth
yeah, I
following?
had 2 friends have birthday parties. One was like a big like bar. He had like 100 people. It was absurd. That was the one that I don't have a ton of memories from. And
Yeah,
then
you're so cool, dude.
I know. I actually have. I'm like, you're too old to do this. So
Not really.
you don't think?
No. Dude, we're in our 20s.
Thank you, but
Like, it's not 1975.
well then on. Well, wait, if it was 1975,
You would have 2 kids, and like it would be
That's
too old to
true.
do this. But
yeah,
now
it would be
it's-
too old to do anything.
Yeah, we will never own a home. We can do whatever we
That's a
want
good
to do
point.
until we die, which
Yeah.
is in 12 years anyway.
That's a good point.
Dude,
On Saturday, I went on a Circle Line cruise for my roommate's birthday.
you got to chill with friends.
It was an experience. I didn't know there would be a tour guide. I thought it was a booze cruise, and then we got on, and it was a guy essentially doing boring stand up for 2 hours. It was
I've seen plenty of boring stand-up.
yeah, but usually not 2 hours worth. It was
Yeah.
really from one guy. He mentioned 9/11 sort of an astounding number of times. It was impressive. I didn't know. And also Hamilton. Those were his main talking points as we cruised around the Hudson. And
It's a beautiful duo.
yeah, I really thought it was going to be like booze cruise vibes, like DJ on the boat, like kind of energy. And instead it was like we walked in and it was just like an empty, like a room with no decorations.
wait. To the anyone who's watching or listening to hear that slight crack of a can,
Yeah.
Will is on his second Modelo.
Yeah, Will, what's
today.
happening?
One latte
Can
is
you
not
put
enough.
it? Can you put it in front of
Here,
the camera?
let me. Tell me this doesn't look like a Modelo.
Yeah. Did you chug the first one?
It's literally called Columbine. Is that?
We can't have said 9/11 and Columbine within the last minute.
Oh no, it's called La Columbine.
Yeah.
Extra. Whoa, wow.
It's French. It's
Wow,
French.
we're not
How
that
much
type of pod.
caffeine is in one of those?
120 milligrams.
You know what? That's like square footage or like men's weights where you could say any number and I'd
Why
be like,
would you
that's
ask? Yeah, that's not a lot.
if you said like
That's
it's
not
the
a lot.
equivalent of 2 cups of coffee, then I would understand. But
Me too, but I don't know what.
yeah, you don't know. Okay, cool.
It's not a lot.
It's-
The energy drinks I drank we're pushing
Sorry,
250.
Greg's.
Yeah. Yeah. When you want to, step
Do you
into
have
the
one
majors.
today? No,
Of
you
course.
have a gator.
You think I
Where is
woke
it?
up and survived the day?
No,
without
I
it?
meant do you have. Sometimes when we record these,
no,
you have them.
No, it's too late.
What's your drink sponsor today?
Oh, thank you so much for asking. My drink is sponsored from the University of Florida, actually, Gatorade. And you may be wondering, Florida? Yeah, dude. Florida football team they had like a team trainer invented Gatorade.
Wow.
I'm good at the sponsoring thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're wearing a Bodega Cat shirt.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Hey.
sponsor.
Yeah, but like I actually know the people who invented this.
Sorry.
So it's like kind of corny if
Flex.
I'm like pretending that this show is sponsored by a group of
Do
people.
we know the people who
for sure
invented La
definitely-
Colombe canned coffees?
Yeah, Pablo Escobar.
Nice. I have kombucha, but the guy
I'm
who
not gonna
started
make any
this
jokes about that.
about kombucha,
Yeah.
it's for his mother. In 1995, he began bottling. I don't care, but it was from his childhood kitchen. His mother, Lorraine.
Yeah.
So
Lorraine
shout
Bobbitt?
out. That's no. She battled cancer actually. So
Damn.
how do you feel now?
Did kombucha save her life or something? Or is it just like I made a lot of money once my mom died and got off my back?
He
sort of
doesn't
thing?
say. He just says
Yeah.
peace and
dead,
blessings,
for
which does
sure.
make me think.
Peace and blessings? Yeah.
That does-
Nobody's throwing P's and B's out to people
Do
who are
you
still
have?
alive.
I have, because my name is Grace. When I sign off of emails, I will be like thanks, and then I'll say the next line, and AI will fill it in because I'll say like thanks, next line to say Grace, and AI has not figured out that my name is Grace, so it always prompts me to write Grace and peace
Mm.
as my like signing off now on emails.
I don't think I've ever sent an email. So that's not happening.
That's
to
all
me.
I do all of the entire day.
Yeah, no.
As
Mhm.
long as the day is how many emails I'm sending. Do you guys want me to talk more about my emails?
Actually, no. I will
And
talk
Grace
about
and
my
peace.
weekend though, because
Okay, I didn't
was
ask.
just a dead end.
No, I went on. I was going to tell you that the boat looked like a refugee crisis center. It was just folding chairs for miles,
Wait, where did it go?
just in the Hudson, and then I think in the East River. I was just sitting there listening to this man explain 9/11 and Hamilton, and occasionally fun facts about New York history.
Was there alcohol?
There was, but I was so hungover that I just had a hot chocolate.
Why? I wouldn't even go to that, dude.
It was $46.
You paid $46 to go on a cruise to learn about a city
his
that you've
birthday.
lived in.
His birthday. It was so fun, and I got to meet his girlfriend.
You paid $46 to meet this guy's girlfriend.
I'm a really good friend.
Yeah, that is. We are so opposite.
Okay, what did
It's
you do this
ridiculous.
weekend? What did
All
you
right.
do this weekend?
Anyway, so this weekend I went out with two friends that I did acting school with when I first moved to New York in
pretty Heineken
2022.
coded, if you know
I
what I
actually
mean.
had 6 of them that night. So
6 Heinekens?
yeah, we popped off, got a couple of heinies.
Nice.
But it was like me and these two guys who I haven't seen in like a long time. And we were just hanging out in like Chelsea by this dude's apartment, and they were just like talking about sales, their new jobs, like all the time. And then like when they would ask me, like obviously like I'm still trying to do it. you know?
Trying to do acting.
Like
yeah.
I'm still trying to
So
do
they've
like I'm
sold
doing
out and you're
comedy.
not, yeah.
It's not even like really selling out. It's just more of like you could argue that they're being more realistic. They're being more like understanding of like life and like realism. But then like when I would speak about like whether comedy shows like things that I've done, like cool things, they would want to hear stories. And then like even when it came to acting, they'd want to like hear about it. And it like for the first time in like a long time, it hit me where I was like, I think there are a lot of more people in the world in our lives that really root for us and we don't realize it.
So nice.
You know what I mean? Like, cause like as comics in New York, we hang out with other comics mostly,
Yeah.
and we're all trying to do the same thing. No one's giving each other props
Yeah.
because like at the end of the day, we are kind of battling each other.
Yeah.
Like we're making friends with them and we're friendly with them, but it is a competition. Even though it's like a friendly competition, it's still a competition.
Mm-hmm.
And like we're not being like, yo, good for you for sticking in, because we are all sticking in.
This is so heartfelt.
So it's like coming from people who I like genuinely, they want to do it. They want to believe in themselves the way that I think we believe in ourselves.
Yeah.
It's like really inspiring to hear people just be so positive and like excited to hear about like the fact that you're still doing it.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, dude.
Or it's condescending and they're like, wow, Greg Melly is ruining his life. But
But either way, I'll take
he's
it.
going to be dead in 12 years.
It's all about perception, dog. It's all about perception.
That's nice. I like that.
Yeah, so it was just cool. Like, and they were
When
like,
are we all going to hang out with them?
they're
Because
nice.
I would like them to.
They'll come to.
root for
They
my
were like, "Yo,
dreams.
when's your next show?" And I was like, "Now is probably the worst time to ask because I have no time frame of when the next time I'm gonna do comedy."
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm kind of killing it.
Yeah,
It's like what I'm
Greg's
trying to-
crushing it.
Is what I'm trying to say. Is like I'm on the up and up.
Yeah, you're killing
But
it.
like comedy's weird to me because it's like my comedy is better
this is
now.
philosopher Greg episode.
Yeah, this is how my brain always is, but I just don't say it. But like my comedy right now is better than it's ever been.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not getting nearly as many spots as I would when it was worse.
Interesting.
So it's like, what's it? Like if
It's
a
like,
bear
why don't you
shits in
guys
the
get
wood,
it? Yeah.
if the bear shits in the woods, does anyone hear the bear? Or does anyone
I think that's
smell
about a
the
tree
bear?
falling, but yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Anyone hear the bear? Like the bear's just grunting his ass off.
Bear shitting in the woods is not. The
Yo, if a
sayings
bear
are.
shits in the empty woods, does anybody hear the bear?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Damn.
If a bear shits in the woods, it's does a bear shit in the woods? It's like, is Greg gonna wax poetic about comedy? Does a bear shit in the woods?
I don't
Like,
even know what that sentence meant, but I felt wax poetic. It was
You
cool.
don't know the phrase wax poetic?
Nah.
But you're comedy actor poet.
Yo, don't start calling me a poet because it was on one birthday cake, dude.
I mean, oh yeah, it was also Greg's birthday a couple weeks ago, and it was on his
And that
on
could
his
be.
birthday cake. Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't take any credit, but that was Jamie and her hard work.
it was. But yeah, it was fun. It was a fun time. And it was like, I realized, like, damn, I should just go out more and hang out with people who aren't fighting with me. And not like actually, but like trying to
that
battle.
don't have the
and,
same.
and it's like every time we hang out, like I go to a party or I do like a mic or something, I care way too much about if people like me or not. Where I'm like, if I'm hanging out with people that there are no stakes, I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, this
I don't
is
give
fun.
a shit what these people
Yeah,
think.
and even like, and I'm like, I walk around and I don't really care if these, like, if other comics like me, but like, I know
And
the
it
back of my
shows.
head is like, yeah, it does show. But in the back of my head, I'm like, I should care, because it would help me if I gave a
I
shit.
think I care if everyone likes me, but
Yeah, of
there's
course you
people I know who definitely do. Like I'm not.
Who like you?
Yeah, like I'm not worried about like.
Grace, if you lived this long and no one in your life liked you,
I think most people actually do like me.
yeah, I would. Yeah,
But I don't think I'm like. I don't think there's like, except for like maybe with family where it's like, oh, you guys have to love me unconditionally, and I could just be like kind of a bitch to you guys, like.
glad to know where you stand with the fam.
Yeah. Well, like not even though. Like it's like you know how
Yeah,
like,
you just like.
sometimes you're in a bad mood and you're like, oh, I'll call my mom, and then like your mom is like, how was work? And you're like, shut up, like. And it's
Yeah, I know,
like,
I've never-
wait,
I
that's not my mom's fault at all, and I would never talk to anyone else. Like, I would never get so pissed at someone else for like quite literally nothing. It's just like because your mom like loves you unconditionally,
Yeah.
and I don't say like shut up.
It's an
to her.
easy
I
place
just, like,
to
get
use
pissed
like
off.
misplaced anger because you know
Yeah.
there's not going to be a deeper
But
repercussion.
like with almost everyone else in my life, I feel like there is a part of me that's like still being like, no, but I still want you to like me. Like, and not even in a like this is fake the way I'm being with you, but it's like I would never like it's like there's a filter that's being like, don't like say Greg's hat is stupid. Like, you know, you
What's
want him
crazy
to
is
like
I was
you.
just thinking in my head, like, you keep looking at my hat. Like, if
It's
you think
hard
it's stupid,
because-
just say it.
No, I like it. It's just like there's a lot of airspace at the top.
She says my hat's wearing a condom for those
I mean,
listening.
it kind of is giving a little. Well, anyway,
It's giving protection
how often do you like to wear hats?
every day. Probably. I just like my biggest thing is I constantly think about my hair. Like it's talk about the
Greg
gayest
doesn't care
thing
if
about
anyone
me, dude.
likes him, but we should stop saying gay for real.
You're the one that brought it up.
I know, and then I immediately regretted it.
Yeah,
I
you're
was
right,
like, oh,
you're
it's
right.
gonna be jokey, and then I was like, wait, it sounded mean.
Yeah, well, you said it with hatred.
I
saying
did,
it.
yeah.
I'm saying I'm saying it just soft.
Yeah,
You
it
know?
was hatred that I meant to direct toward Europeans, and I misspoke.
Yo, I
This
don't
is-
know if you forget, but Jack and I are superstars in Portugal. So let's not talk
Sorry,
shit
you're
on
right.
Europeans, dude. That's
I'm going to
85%
Europe.
of
I'm
my
going to
demographic.
Europe in 6 days.
You just got back from Europe.
No,
When's the last time you were in Europe?
2022.
Wait, didn't you just come back from somewhere?
I'm going to Pennsylvania tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I said. Pennsylvania.
Colorado.
Yeah, but that's like so far away. That's
That is
basically Europe.
And there were mountains, so it's kind of like
Wait,
the
what part of
Alps.
Pennsylvania you going to?
Indiana, Pennsylvania.
Oh, IUP.
IUP.
Yeah.
I'm doing a little college gig.
Little college. Are you really?
Yeah.
Yo, that's
Yeah.
so
rich,
funny.
Rich alert.
Yeah, for real. How did you get that?
A friend like had it, and she was like, do you want to come with? And I was like, yes. So
Oh, like a comic friend?
yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
Are we gonna name drop?
I can. Her name's Kendall Davis. She's really funny. Look her up. She's haha Kendall Davis on Instagram.
Cool.
She's hilarious, actually. She runs a cool show called Hot Mic.
Nice.
Yeah, doing a little Kendall Davis promo since she's putting me on her college show at Indiana University of Pennsylvania.
Dude, IUP, baby. That used to be like
Yeah.
one of our bigger rivals where I went to college.
Where did you go to college?
Shippensburg University.
The Go Ships.
Yep. You nailed it.
Thank you.
Ship happens, dog.
What do you have coming up that you're excited about?
Wow.
I'm going to Europe and I'm going to Indiana, Pennsylvania. So I am having the best time
Opposite
ever.
ends of the spectrum there. That's gonna be fun.
Do you care about okay, obviously you guys, this episode is gonna come out in the future. So we're talking from the past. But it was just Halloween.
I like how we have to explain pre-recorded material.
I just want them to feel included.
Okay.
How do you feel about holidays? Are you excited for them? Do you care about Thanksgiving?
I love Halloween because it again is like
Greg
the
didn't like my
weekend of
Halloween
birthday.
costume. I want to be
No,
really clear.
it was just bad. But like it's not her fault, you know.
My Halloween costume was really good. I went as
We'll throw a graphic up here actually.
yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Do we have the budget to put a
Yeah,
graphic?
because Haley took a really good picture of me.
Okay. Yeah. We'll throw the graphic, and then
I
maybe
went
even
as-
a poll.
Do you want me to not say what it was and people can try to guess what it was?
This is also an audio medium.
Yeah,
Dude, it's 2024. There is
Greg
no such
really
thing as
doesn't
audio
want-
medium.
I think I
anymore.
can say what it was. Greg hated it.
Start ruffling the mic.
Am I?
Continue. No, I was. Because I don't want people to hear.
Oh, got it. I was the song Red Wine Supernova by Chapel Roan, and it was really good. And Jaclyn, if you had seen it, you would have loved it. Maybe not.
Yeah, no, I mean it was fine. It was lazy.
Do you know what that is, Will? Do you know who Chapel Roan is?
You don't know who Chapel Roan is? That is kind of crazy.
Toblerone, the chocolate.
Yeah, Toblerone.
No, Chapel Roan, the musical artist. Do you know the song, like Good
Hot
Luck
to Go?
Babe or Hot to Go? You don't know any of the Pink Pony Club?
She's the one that like did the what's it called festival and like
She didn't show up.
yeah you know.
He
what I'm talking
doesn't
about.
know.
Wait, she didn't show up to Coachella?
Did you say Lauryn Hill?
You say Lauryn Hill? Stop making the audience think you're 45, dude.
Okay, speaking of artists that will be Chapel.
Dave
it's
Chapel
like, it's
Roan.
like Dave
Yeah, wait, it was
it's like
fun
Dave
that we
Chappelle,
were-
but with no E.
Dave Chapel
And
Roan.
then Roan, Roan.
Like the Roan of Arc.
When you see what she looks like, you'll understand why I was her for Halloween.
I don't like that your mouse is that far away from your laptop.
Yeah, the mouse
I also don't
is-
like that you have a mouse for your laptop.
Why not? I like this. Alright, I have to watch a commercial first.
Oh, my
Oh,
gosh.
sweet. Wait, he's got a commercial. Maybe that's where we have a commercial.
Yes, because Chapel Roan has like really long red hair, and I was like, oh, easy costume. But then I couldn't get like an outfit in time because I decided to do this like 2 days before.
Oh, it showed.
Yeah. So Will's living under a rock.
Your girlfriend doesn't like her?
To be honest, that's a rock I wish I lived under.
You don't like Chapel Roan?
Maybe if it was on
She's fine.
it trended on
Wait, I love her.
I don't dislike her. She's fine. I don't love her to the extent that my girlfriend does.
You know
but
what? I really, really love Chapel Roan. I can't stand
She's
Taylor
no
Swift,
Olivia Rodrigo
so-
to me. You know
I
what
do
mean?
really like Olivia Rodrigo. I hate to say.
Olivia
I
Rodrigo
have to
is
say, I don't
a
hate to.
generational icon.
dress up as a song.
Okay, so the song that I went as was called Red Wine Supernova, and
I know champagne's
yeah, so similar. Will's only an Oasis fan, but he hates Chapel Roan.
Can you explain this?
I
lackluster
had like
outfit.
I wore like stars, like a supernova, and then I had a box of red wine like sign on me, and then I also did like Chapel Roan hair and makeup. Well, you wouldn't have gotten it. Greg didn't get it, but there was like 3 people at the party who were like, "This is awesome." So
Remind you, there were 45 people at this party.
yeah, yeah, no.
if I
a
had a
small
test in
percentage.
high school that were 45 questions, I got 3 right, my mom wouldn't be like, they just didn't get it.
That
No,
was
you
that
didn't get it.
was that. I feel like that did happen to you in high school.
Well, I fell asleep during a test once, but I also got a concussion 20 minutes before that test, so
Wow.
it wasn't my fault.
What did you dress up as?
Nothing.
Well, that's worse.
See, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
I mean, I
you.
had devil horns
Yeah, so you were the devil,
and a red shirt.
and you were being mean to me. So just like
Yeah,
the
it's-
devil.
It's called method acting,
Hmm.
babe.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Nice. Nice.
I would have enjoyed it if your entire face was white.
I tried, but it wasn't.
Oh, I forgot you
staying.
tried doing that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
She wears like really white face makeup. So I bought white eyeliner and I tried putting it all over my face, but it's actually really, really difficult to
Turns out you need
take your
millions of dollars to pop off
extremely
like that.
white existing face and make it straight up t-shirt white. That was hard. Hard work
Yeah, so I like Halloween a lot.
because it's your birthday.
Yeah. Because
Is there a holiday you don't like?
Fun. Thanksgiving's like fine.
I love Thanksgiving. It's my number one.
That's crazy as a
Sorry.
white woman. Fucking shame.
Wow.
Thanksgiving's alright. Like I like eating, so like that's cool. But like it's like I don't really celebrate anymore now that I'm like not home. It's hard to like get off on holidays for me.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
But Christmas kind of sucks. I think Christmas is just
That's-
crazy overrated. Because like the
I
only
actually do
reason
think
anybody
Christmas is
cares about
overrated.
Christmas is because it's just
Jesus,
presents.
because of Jesus.
Yeah, no. It's like the presents, dude. Everybody's just like
This is my new hill to die on. Put the Christ in Christmas. That's my new. No, I'm kidding.
no, I know you were. I was just letting you sit in the bomb.
Thank you.
Yeah, letting you enjoy
Thank
the
you.
silence.
My parents would love it though
Yeah, mine too.
if we went full put the Christ in
If
Christmas.
we just got like weirdly religious all of a sudden.
But if you
Yeah.
don't want the Christ in Christmas, then why do you care that it's just about presents?
Yeah.
Because
thank you.
it's the problem with America, dude. It's like it's the whole idea of capitalism.
Is that we hate Jesus?
Listen to the song "She's Mine" Part 2 by J. Cole, and then you'll never like Christmas. Well, it's true. Like it's only about.
Do you know this? Do you guys know the Christmas song, "Christmas Shoes"? Are you familiar with that song? It's the one where you guys aren't listening to any of
obviously
the same
don't
media
know.
as me.
Yeah.
Okay, it's the song where it's about a little boy. He goes to the store and he's like buying the Christmas shoes for his mom, and it's like, "Please, sir, can you help me buy these shoes if Mama meets Jesus tonight?" Yeah. Do you know the song? It's like the most needlessly sad Christmas song. That's what I think about when I think about Christmas and capitalism and Jesus.
Okay.
I just wanted to
We're
talk
just playing a
about it.
word association game
Sorry.
at this point. So do you like Christmas or no? I don't
Yeah,
understand
I
what you're
like-
saying
I
anymore.
I don't either, to be
You're
completely
just
honest.
like weirdly metaphors and
well,
analogies
that's-
of things I don't know.
Well, I'm just listing pieces of culture that no one's heard of. Well, because you were describing a song that informed your feelings about Christmas.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I did do that.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yo, be meaner to me next time.
Okay, sorry.
Don't
I
wanna
got
just
scared.
steamroll.
I think Christmas is kind of overrated. I don't think it's as fun as Thanksgiving.
I just think like Christmas isn't fun for kids growing up in areas that don't have money. Like they're not allowed to believe
Okay,
in Santa
Greg's
Claus.
getting
because
political.
What about you personally?
Yeah.
No, I never liked it
Yeah, but why?
because it's whack.
What's
I've
wrong with your Christmas?
That's
nothing. My Christmases were great, but I always just felt bad for the kids who didn't have the same like idea, like the possibility as me. I've always thought that way,
Jewish.
but I do.
Alert.
Nah, I just maybe I don't know. Maybe I care too much. Is that my thing?
yeah. Wow.
But Christmas Eve's banging though, because Christmas Eve is just like a food thing with me and my siblings and parents, and that's always fun.
Do you have extended family that you see at the holidays or no?
No.
Would you like that or you would hate it?
No, absolutely hate it.
My family Christmas is both sides are really big. Like my mom is one of
Yeah, same.
7, so it's
Yeah.
like but it's like all my cousins. It's lit.
So you like your cousins?
Yeah.
I think that might
I had
be your
lunch with my
problem.
cousins today. It was awesome.
Yeah, that's your thing, dude. I don't got enough time for 70 cousins.
Well, yeah. Do you have 70 cousins?
I think both my parents are like one of like 7 or 8 or 6. I don't know. They have a lot of siblings.
I feel like you should know those numbers. Do you know your parents' birthdays?
Yeah.
When is it?
Ask me that again.
Do you know your parents' birthdays?
Yes.
What days are they?
I think my mom's.
He doesn't know his mom's
I do.
birthday.
Yo. May 3rd of 1955.
You don't have to tell us you don't have to out her age.
She's old. She's not
Okay.
hiding it. You can't hide
Okay.
it once you reach a certain point.
Sure.
It's like my grandmom's like, "Don't tell him how old I am."
Yeah.
And she's dead. So
I don't even know her, but that was a good impression.
thank you.
Yeah.
She hasn't talked in years because
Well,
she's
She's
in the ether somewhere.
Yeah.
And then my dad was September 4th of 1954. Yo, wait, side note, let me ADHD real quick. I Googled before you came, when was the United States Postal Service invented or
Yeah.
established? You want to take a guess?
1861.
Right? 1971.
Wait, but the Pony Express. Remember that?
Like the movie? With the train car that would go through the snow?
No, that's the Polar Express.
Oh.
This is why
Yeah.
you got a 3 out of 45 on your test.
Yeah, it wasn't good. I think I had an 18%. Anyway, no. What is the Pony Express?
Do you know the Pony Express is like when they invented mail? It was just like guys on horses that would like ride west. I don't really have anything to say
ride
about
west,
it.
but when's it like you
That's
were
where they would bring
east
the
and
mail.
You gotta send it east.
Well, they
or
bred it east and west and
Oh.
north and probably also north
north and
south.
south. Yo, Canada was screwed from
Yeah.
the get go.
Yeah, they didn't care. But yeah, the Pony Express was a big thing, and I feel like we don't talk. Also, the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory fire we don't talk about enough.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
That's
but
a fire that was in. Yeah, it's really.
we talking about, dude. I'm
girls
such a
love the Triangle Shirtwaist Fire Factory.
You can't even say it right.
It's
the
hard.
second time.
Say
you
it
said
10 times fast. Triangle
You can't even
Shirtwaist
say it one
Factory
time
Fire. Triangle
regular.
Shirtwaist Factory Fire.
Triangle Shirtwaist Factory Fire.
Yes,
That was way easier than you made it look.
I was nervous.
Again,
'Cause
twice.
I'm
No, I
afraid
don't.
of
I don't know what
you.
that is. But 19. Don't say that.
I am when Greg hits me.
Yo, 1971. Isn't that just wild?
That is crazy. Yeah.
We're not talking about anything right now.
So the postal service is older than your parents.
Yeah, the subway services.
Or no.
Wait, when was
no.
the subway?
The subway's over 100 years old.
Like, are we sure? You like?
Yeah.
that- Okay. All right. But yo, USPS, 1971.
Okay, wait. What were we talking about with the holidays?
Oh, you don't like Christmas because the Pony.
Oh wait, no.
Express-
This is the idea that I have for Christmas actually, and I think this is a really good idea. And I'm curious what you guys, mostly Greg, but actually, well, no, I actually care what you guys think more. But technically, I'm asking Greg.
I think we get it because like,
Yeah.
I'm the only one with the microphone.
Yeah.
Like, you have to at least.
Yeah, but I just
Right.
want to be clear that I value their opinions more.
Okay,
So,
that's fair. So do I.
okay, I think that we should push back Christmas 1 month. So Christmas happens at the end of January, and then, then you get the nice fall. Will's making a crazy face. He hates this idea. Okay, if Halloween can be when Halloween is, or it can even be a month later. But Christmas, like Thanksgiving would happen when Christmas happens. But basically then you get like nice fall, and it's like you still just get fall, which you enjoy. But then the part of winter that sucks, where there's no Christmas, which is like January, February, March, would only be February, March. Because January we'd be like, oh, Christmas decorations, and we'd be like celebrating, and it would be cozy and fun. I think it's genius.
I do feel like January is the hangover month for the holidays.
But I think we
Yeah, but it's
bumped
like,
that to
isn't it supposed
February.
to be the opposite? Because like the whole New Year's resolution, like you can't make Christmas after New Year's.
No, not in terms of like actually being hungover, but in terms of it's depressing because you're like, oh, Christmas is over, and now it's just like 90 days of horrible weather.
Yeah, I think it's the weather that.
But
does
I
that.
think if you had,
Be a better person.
yeah, and the pressure to change your entire life. It's
and
the
like
weather
financially
and you-
bouncing
and
back
having-
from the
yeah.
capitalistic.
Greg
Christmas,
is really
dude.
down on capitalism. Greg,
I just
Trump
have
is the
gotten my
president
nephews.
now. You have to.
I've gotten my
embrace
nephews like
it.
plenty of gifts where I'm actually like spent money on, and then I'm like, oh, they're never gonna use that again. What am I doing?
I mean, I do hate gifts. Do
Yeah,
you like
what am I
gifts?
doing? No,
Okay, I also don't like gifts.
I like giving like gifts. Like if it's just you and your girlfriend, like I like doing it
I
with
love giving my
Jaclyn.
girlfriend gifts. Sorry, I love giving your girlfriend gifts.
Yeah, like if it's just me and Jack, I'll do that every year. But I don't want to like give anyone else gifts. Like my mom and dad are 70. They don't need anything else.
Yeah.
You know, like here, Dad, here's a new running shirt.
When was the last time you bought a person in your family that's not your nephew's a gift?
Every year, we got like a sibling Pollyanna.
Pollyanna?
Oh, I thought that was like a universal thing.
No.
Pollyanna's like a secret Santa. Like you just have one person that
Is
you
that a
give a
thing?
present. Well, maybe it's a Philly thing. Maybe it's just like we work harder where we're from, so we
Jaclyn,
call
can
it.
you look up if Pollyanna is a...
Yeah, it's Polyanna. It's.
I know what the word Pollyanna is.
You know how to spell it.
Yeah. I also think there's Pollyanna-ish is an adjective that I don't actually know what it means though.
Yo, really glad you said that out loud.
I know. I thought I might think of it while I said it, but I
Wait,
didn't.
I do that every time I
I
say
thought it, I was
something.
like, and it's gonna come to me, and then it didn't.
Yeah.
Pollyanna.
Pollyanna.
Pollyanna is an optimistic
Yeah,
person.
Nah, well, you don't get it.
and just like Greg, I hate Christmas.
Just Google like a Christmas Pollyanna or like gift giving Pollyanna. I didn't just make this
I
up.
think
Like
it's
I've been
Secret
told
Santa.
this word
I
forever.
think you're hearing the word Secret Santa.
Yeah.
Are you thinking of potluck?
No.
Pollyanna is a term used to describe a holiday gift exchange. Similar to Secret Santa, it's especially used in
I
the
hate
Philadelphia
that.
area.
Wait, really? That's
It's really
crazy.
specific. Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yo, I feel so validated
That
right
was.
now.
I'm actually really glad because I was worried.
It's crazy that they even said Philadelphia because I was like, oh, maybe it's like a Philly thing. Yeah. That's wow. That's weird.
Wait, Will, where are you from?
Queens.
Okay, yeah, we don't. Yeah, they don't have Pollyanna there. That's in Jersey. They
Have you ever just lived your whole life not knowing a word you said in public for your whole life was no one understood it?
Well,
That was beautiful to watch.
where you were from.
Right, but like I mean, like everybody got it, but then I moved. I've talked about my Pollyanna.
Do you know what we should do?
Sounds like your aunt or something.
I've showed the doctor my Pollyanna
his,
and
stuffed
nothing.
animal like that he loved as a child.
Oh my god, it's just a funny word now that I'm saying it.
Wait, that's so cute.
It is really cute. Yeah, we have the family Pollyanna, and we give gifts and we nice. But it, like the way it
sound
is.
so much like polyamory.
Yeah, and my brother and I get each other every year,
Yeah.
dude. My brother and I are super Pollyanna.
Me and my siblings and our Pollyanna.
Yeah, but it's like the way it's like rigged is like you can't get your spouse, so like my sisters can't get their husbands.
Oh, the
Okay.
husbands are involved.
Oh yeah, and then
Are all of your siblings married?
yeah, except my brother.
Okay.
So it's like it ends up just being my sisters get each other and I get Steve. That's how it is.
And the brother-in-laws give each other gifts.
Yeah, or like they'll have like one of us or something.
That's a classic Pollyanna. It's always rigged.
You get it. You get a
Yeah.
Pollyanna,
Yeah.
dude. Growing
Christmas
up doing
Pollyanna, they
Parents just watch.
yeah. Philly Christmas is Pollyanna and attacking Santa. That's what
Dude,
it's
it's
for.
weird because my nephews are there. Like, wow, I'm never gonna want to go home and do a Pollyanna. But it's such a family tradition, though. Will, that's really funny. It does sound like something I don't want to say anymore.
We have a family tradition that's it's the pickle ornament. Do you guys do that one?
No.
Okay, well, it's where you hide like an ornament that looks like a pickle on the Christmas tree, and whoever finds it first wins.
Mm.
Who has to hide it? Who's not involved in the game?
Well, in
Probably
theory, Santa,
Oh.
who is alive.
Alive and well.
Yeah, he's killing it.
But just imagine being from a house that doesn't have enough ornaments where you can really
Yeah,
hide a
yeah,
pickle.
Greg is sad about Christmas.
Ah, boo.
Greg
Just
is
saying.
ruining Christmas. Honestly, Greg, you're like a reverse Scrooge. You're like a communist Grinch, where you're so angry about capitalism that you can't even let anyone have fun at Christmas. You're like, some people are poor. Everyone be sad all the time.
I'm just saying, like, it's not.
I'm being a full
All I'm saying
Republican
is the
this episode.
Lexus commercials every November
Yeah,
that come
I'm
around.
not getting a
like,
Lexus.
God damn.
I
No,
don't
but
have
it's just the way
expectations of
they
that.
shove it in your face is so. I do really love New York City during Christmas time, though.
There we go.
Even
What
though the
I'm
music, do
saying
you like
is-
Christmas music?
Yeah, I love it.
You are an absolute whore.
Yeah, thanks.
Nah, it's
I
the
don't
worst.
like the one Christmas song that says, "If Mama meets Jesus tonight, please can I buy her these shoes?" I don't like that one that I already referenced.
Like, does he kill his mom?
No, his mom is dying and he's at the store and he's like, I have to buy her these nice shoes and he can't afford them. So the guy behind him in line pays for the shoes. You would love it because it's about a poor child.
Hell yeah, dude. It's probably J. Cole that sang that.
Yeah, Greg never pays for.
Yo, watch me do Big Brother program.
I also believe it when I see it.
I'm
He'll
just gonna be
teach-
running jokes
Greg's
on him.
Yeah, he's bringing the Pollyanna to them.
Like, what-
he's like,
what do you
listen,
think's-
you guys, it's not about the size of the gift. It's
Yo.
about how much money you spend on it or anything.
Yo, little
It's-
Timmy, let me run this joke by you. Let me know what you think.
God.
Was that your gift? 5 minutes set.
Yeah,
Dedicated.
This is priceless.
a roast.
You
The
guys don't
roast of
understand.
little
I'm the
Timmy.
best at comedy I've ever been.
Damn, yeah, that hurts.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, I know you. I'm kidding. You don't have to.
I actually meant it.
Yeah. But what other holidays are there?
Wait, no, but New York at Christmas time. Wouldn't
yeah.
that be better if that was in January?
No,
If that extended for 2 months, you guys don't think so?
no,
Will's shaking his
that would
head
be
also.
ridiculous, dude. It's long enough as is. I think
No,
the
but
break
you bump
between
it back a month.
it just is gonna elongate all this shit that we see.
Okay, well,
The
what
worst part about Christmas music is that they play it the next day after Thanksgiving. That's too long.
No, I do think you can start after Thanksgiving. Yeah. What Christmas songs do you like?
The only one that I like is "And This Christmas Will Be."
Yeah, this
a
Christmas.
very-
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
I
good
like that
song.
one. No, none of the other ones.
Okay. You know what song in my family is absolutely hated?
Mm.
The song "Last Christmas" by Wham. My dad hates it so
I
much.
don't know.
It's a great song, yeah.
I
I
don't
think
know.
it's because my dad is a little bit homophobic and doesn't like them. But I think that's subconscious. He claims that it's because the lyrics are too repetitive.
The lies we tell ourselves.
But it is a bop, I have to say.
I don't even know that
I
song.
feel as though if it wasn't about
You don't know the song Last
Yo,
Christmas?
do you got Yuletide going on the TV during Christmas?
a Yule log? Yeah, like putting
Yeah.
on fire. Yeah,
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 like the-
yeah.
this, but you don't know the song Last Christmas?
Yeah.
No. I don't-
Greg knows about Yuletide and Pollyanna. He's having Christmas in the 1840s. But he's never heard the classic Wham hit.
I don't know
Last
what Wham
Christmas.
is. What is Wham?
Wham's a band. They also have the song. Isn't Karma? No. What else is by Wham?
This has become
is-
a weird episode of just
okay,
like
it is a
referencing
weird
outsourced
episode.
things, and then no one's on the same page, and we're like, wait, you don't know this one song?
Yeah, next time we should all read the same book before, and it'll be a book club.
I will never read a book. Yo, I got a book that was given to me for my birthday, and I've never felt so much pressure to read a book.
What book?
Letter to the Young Poet.
Oh god.
Poet.
Oh wait, damn, I didn't even think of that. Yo, it was more about like following your dreams and yo, fuck you guys.
The theme of this episode is Greg being a poet who follows his heart and his dreams. Greg, that's
Greg
so nice.
romanticizes his life,
It's beautiful.
but no, I mean somebody gave it to me, and I was like,
Who gave it to you?
coworker, and it's like I read like the
My
first like 8
gosh.
pages, and it's
Was it you?
fantastic. No, Will didn't give me shit.
I would never get Greg a birthday present. I want to be
That's
clear.
crazy. I already got you one. I already picked one out for your birthday.
Someone gave
What
me
is it?
recently.
Yeah, for my birthday it was like October last.
Who
last
was it?
week
You
of
can
October.
bleep the name.
Was it
No.
Haley or Carly?
No, neither.
Oh.
You think Carly's getting me birthday presents?
Oh, just because I thought you guys were together.
No, it was at work. I showed up and people got me gifts. I'm kind of just like a morale guy at work, you know. I
Wow.
clock in at the office, I get into the
Greg comes
cubicle, and I
in,
make
he's
everybody
like,
else's cubicle
"Listen,
warmer.
We shouldn't have Christmas because
Right? Because like, what about like, how'd you guys grow up? Let me hear
Yeah.
about you. I have a friend.
Shocked you accepted the gifts, even though some kids don't get birthday gifts.
Yeah, yeah.
Birthday.
Well, it's because at the
Some
end of
people
the day,
don't know how to read.
you got to remember that I won the superlative for most likely to be president.
You
of,
did?
of my coworkers. We had like a superlative thing.
Oh.
And I'm just saying, so like a man of the
Well,
people.
it's like to be president of my coworkers.
you gotta delegate to the people in order for them to
Which-
recast.
Is
your
it
vote.
interesting to you that in 2 presidential elections from now we'll be old enough to run
Yeah.
for president?
Yeah. Jack just yelled at
She
me
did. I
aggressively
liked
to
it,
get my
though.
foot off
Yeah,
the
that
thing.
was
And
awesome.
I wasn't even gonna keep it on there.
So impressed.
I was just gonna stretch
No,
it.
I
you know?
liked it.
Yeah,
liked it.
I'm running for president in 2034. Me and Haley. Haley's a they them, so it's gonna be huge in that culture, in that community.
Yeah, Haley's also really.
But
good
like
at
we're not
taking
gonna be ready for
pictures
them
of
yet.
me as
You know?
Chaperone Red Wine Supernova for Halloween.
Yeah. So me and Haley.
Okay,
It's gonna be sick. I really feel like I could dominate some debates.
should we have a Christmas party?
You wanna have like a presidential debate? We should have an
Us?
episode one day where we debate.
I also think we should take the New York Times dialect quiz to find
Yeah.
out what other stupid words you say that other people don't.
Oh yeah. I'm sure a lot.
Have you ever taken that, the New York Times
No, I
dialect
never heard
quiz?
of it. Again, another thing we were referencing
Okay, we'll do it,
that
we'll do it.
no one knows.
I think people know about it.
I think it might be time to apologize. What do we think?
Yeah, I think it really is.
Yeah,
I'm
so
really
we can-
sorry for the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's we.
I'm sorry I said gay at the beginning. That felt weird, and
It did, and,
yeah.
I'm sorry that your actions led me astray.
well,
Because as a believer in Christ, I need
yeah.
to stay true to my.
I'm still gonna
I'm sorry for that.
stand behind everything I said, but I want it with a firm grain of salt that I don't really believe in any of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I have to apologize for anything? I feel like I kept it
Yeah.
pretty PC.
I think you have to apologize to Will.
To Will?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know why.
Yeah.
Oh, then never mind.
What did I do to Will?
You said a lot of stuff about Modelo at the beginning. That was a little crazy. Yeah.
I feel like that was the only clippable part of this episode, really.
No, I thought the clippable part was the Pollyanna part.
Oh yeah, but
The episode, I think.
Yeah.
the Pollyanna,
Christmas Pollyanna.
Christmas Pollyanna.
Pollyanna.
That it does sound weird now that like we're saying it a lot.
Would you ever do Polly?
Like amorous.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy that it's like Polly. It sounds so. Yeah. What if that was your name?
Like
Damn.
Your sister's just stuck in a laundry machine.
No.
Now it's
I
just dirty.
Yeah, I would no. Apologize to my sister if she's listening.
Yeah, I want to apologize to Greg's family as well. And
Um,
I'm sorry that I implied that you wouldn't know what your parents' birthdays were. And I'm sorry to people from Europe.
And I'm sorry if I got him wrong. I think I nailed it, but I think just in case.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, Mom, I haven't been playing Wordle back to you lately. You've been doing it every day, and we've had a thing going on every day, every morning. Wake up, and we do Wordle, and we send it to each other. But lately, I just haven't been sending it back, Mom.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, but I got that
That's
going
good.
today.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Sorry about that too.
It sucks, man.
I'm sorry to your cousins that you don't like them.
No, they suck.
I'm not sorry to mine. They're awesome. Let's hang out again.
All right, that was it.
Okay, bye.
Let's get back at it.
Oh wait, sorry. This is our podcast. It's called Hill to Die On.
God,
You
you're
can follow
good.
us at I know.
Good, dude.
It's at Hill to Die On Pod on Instagram. You
It
can also
is.
follow me, Grace Lobo, at gklobo, and Greg. Is it just
At Greg Melly.
And you can follow Jaclyn at jacksowack and Will at I'm Will Bryant. And yeah, we love you. Bye.
Peace.
Merry Christmas.
Or not, depending on when you see this.
Fuck Christmas.